It's cold outside. It's that time of year. Actually, it doesn't really matter what time of year it is. It could be the summer and it could be cold inside because of air conditioning, or it could be the winter and it's cold outside, or cold inside because it's the winter. Okay, on today's episode, why you're chilly and why are you always chilly? DJ Tony, how are you? How are you doing today? How are you doing today? No, seriously, how are you? Go ahead, say it out loud. You're in your car, you're at home, you're in your bed. Tell me, how are you doing? Okay, I hope you're doing well. I knew it. I knew it. All right. So I have my scientific study right here as to why certain people are more chilly than others, and why that is. There's science behind this, folks. And by the way, I'm not a healthcare professional. Don't listen to me. I'm only giving you my observations. Always check with the healthcare professionals. Okay. Okay. Now, excuse me. Can I have some tea or no? This is green tea decaf. Mm. Yeah, I had to stop the coffee. Even decaf coffee, no good. Caffeine, bad for me. Bad for DJ Anthony. All right, so why are we chilly? Why are certain people chilly? There's science behind this. Don't believe me? Look it up. Okay, so assuming you're not sick, okay, we have a couple of reasons why you notice people are chilly, and it usually, not all the time, but typically it's old people or older people. That's a relative thing, but usually, grandma and grandpa are always chilly. Mom and dad maybe always chilly. Women, it's always grandma or your aunt or your mom or your wife or your girlfriend. That's odd. Not that men can't be chilly, we can, but it always seems like it's older people, and most of the time women, and there's a reason why. Okay, so first, age. If you're younger, you have less propensity to be chilly. So if you're 20, whether you're a man or a woman, if you're 20, you're going to be, generally speaking, less chilly than someone who's 90, a man or a woman. So age matters. Why does it matter? So we have two things going on here: muscle mass and fat, particularly brown fat. We're going to get into these two things here. Okay, so brown fat. When you're younger, and again, this is a scale. It's not like once you cross a certain age, everything just disappears. No, it's as we get older, you lose stuff, and when you're younger, you have more stuff. Okay, so brown fat. Brown fat is the fat that is surrounding our many of our vital organs. Okay, men and women have brown fat. Women have more brown fat than men around the vital organs. So brown fat helps keep you warm. So when you're younger, you have more brown fat than when you're older. Now again, that's relative. So if you're 30, you have more brown fat, man or woman, than someone who is 35, and so on and so forth. So if you're a 20-year-old man or woman, you have more brown fat around your vital organs and around your body than someone who's 90, man or woman. So, but as you age, again, that dissipates, hence why you're more chilly. Now, the second part to this equation is muscle mass. So the brown fat and the muscle mass help retain heat or create heat. Now, women have more brown fat than men. Young people, man or woman, have more brown fat than older men or women. Muscle mass. Muscle generates heat. Men have, as a species, more muscle mass than women at any age. But obviously, when you're younger, you're going to have more muscle mass, man or woman, than if you're older, man or woman. But men have more muscle mass than women. Again, it's relative and it's on a scale. But so if you are 20 and you're a man, you're going to have more muscle mass than a 20-year-old female of the same age. Same thing for 90. 90-year-old man is going to have more muscle mass, relatively speaking, than a 90-year-old woman. So hence why you tend to see women or older people more chilly, because if you're older, even a man, you're going to have less muscle mass than someone who's younger of your same sex. So we can look at it that way too. A 20-year-old woman is going to have more muscle mass than a 90-year-old woman. Hence why a 20-year-old woman, you'll say, oh, why is my granddaughter out there in a t-shirt? It's 20 degrees out. Why isn't she cold? But grandma is cold and grandma's 90. Again, because young women have more muscle mass and more brown fat than older women. And young men have more brown fat and muscle mass at 20 than they do at 90. But men have more muscle mass than women at the same age, but men have less brown fat than women of the same age. So that's why you see men tend to be less chilly if they're the same age as the woman than the women. So men, generally speaking, with all things being equal, are less chilly than women because more muscle mass. That's the big one. And if your age is there, so if the age is, if you're younger, then you would have more brown fat than an older woman. So if you're a 20-year-old woman, you're going to be less chilly than a 50-year-old man or a 70-year-old man because a 20-year-old woman probably has more muscle mass than a 90-year-old man and certainly more brown fat. So, but again, there's a lot, those two sliding scale factors. So that's why people are chilly is because of the muscle mass and the brown fat. So don't believe me, look it up. I would also say this is a honorable mention, body hair. Now, I'm not talking about a little bit of body hair. I'm talking about like if you're an Italian like me, all right, I don't have hair, I have fur. Now I shave. This is shaved, okay? But there are men out there, and I'm one of them. If I let this go, trust me, it'll be literally an inch off my arm. No joke. That keeps me warm actually in the winter. I noticed when I shave or trim down in the winter, my my chest or whatever, I am definitely noticeably a little bit more chilly. So body hair can also create that layer, the trap air if you're wearing your coats or whatever like that. So body hair is another honorable mention. But the big things are the brown fat, muscle mass. Muscle creates heat. Fat retains heat, and of course, body hair, can help create that extra buffer layer between you and your clothing, which traps air. And that's how you heat yourself too. Okay, so I hope that helps explain why you are chilly. If I confuse the hell out of you, then just go look it up yourself. But that is why you're chilly, folks. Okay, hope that helps. And tune back in for some more great content and Wellness Week Live. Okay, thank you, everybody. I'm signing myself off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.